right, you guys. So today is the Aquarius full moon, July 29th. And I thought I would do a reading for the collective to see what we can expect. So this moon is about releasing things that no longer serve you, like friends, jobs, relationships, any kind of situation that has just kind of gone stagnant, that's kind of holding your growth back, any kind of negative things going on in your life. It's a day to release all of that. And it's also about releasing your ego. So there's some people who sit there and say the ego isn't a bad thing. It's about using it for your own benefit. And you can do that. If your ego gives you strength in certain areas, use your ego to your benefit, but otherwise just really try to let that go. If things are making you feel a certain way, ask yourself why. Is somebody's perception of you, causing you negative energies and negative thoughts? That is probably your ego, and you should release it and let it go, because why does anybody's opinion really matter? What matters is how you feel about yourself and what you're doing for yourself, and if it makes you feel good. So there's that. That one wasn't quite ready. Okay, well, I got one more. So I am using my writer's deck, which isn't like the normal writer's deck. It's the learning writer's deck. So it has all the information on it. I personally really like this because I get to look at the image. I get to see what, keywords there are, what questions can be asked, whether it's a earth, water, fire sign. Yes or no's are really good on this. And since this is one that I randomly pulled, it was in reverse. So let's check that out. So this is greed, materialism, and unfilled desires. That totally goes with this moon today. Releasing things that no longer serve you, that have unfulfilled desires. What kind of projects were you working on that no longer feel right, that are more unfulfilling than they help you, encourage you, make you grow? Release those. And materialistic things, it's not all about the things that we have. It's more of the experiences and the opportunities to grow, the community bonding, forget about all that materialistic stuff. We don't need that. When we die, we're not taking it with us. We're taking those memories with us, for those experiences, the opportunities to grow. So try to focus on that. And then I got the Knight of Swords, which is ambition, determination, action, decisiveness, and assertiveness. And it asks you, how can I approach the challenges with courage and determination? Charge ahead with confidence and determination. Be ready to conquer any obstacle in your path. So this one reminds me of the full moon too, because, it's about letting go of all of those things that no longer serve you so that you can have a clearer path. And by removing all of these things that no longer serve you, you're opening your box up to fill with more things that are going to help you on your path, help you on your future. So that determination, taking that action. And then I have Ace of Pentacles, which is new beginnings, material prosperities, abundance, manifestation, and opportunities. What new financial opportunities is presenting itself? And the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Success and prosperity lies ahead. So, new beginnings. You're not going to get new beginnings if you're still holding on to all the past stuff. You have to let it go. You have to close those chapters, end those relationships, so that you have new opportunities for better community, people who are more fit for your life, people who will bring you abundance. If you're a business, let go of some of those old traditional ways that you've been doing things. You know, if you're practicing something and you're doing something and it's not bringing you anything, and it's bringing more, you know, negative feelings, more sadness because you're not growing or you're expanding, why don't you explore those? Let all of that go and start working on new habits, new patterns, different directions for those opportunities. So that's what I got from there. And then I have my Season of the Witch deck. Let's see what comes out from here. I really like it when I get jumper cards, because those ones are like urgent messages. This is for sure is, but we're just going to shuffle on this one. And I got Seduction. So hear the roaring flames with the masterful trance that calls upon heaving chest. Give in to its alluring grip if you please, but heed my warning of the claws that draw blood without mercy. So seduction, don't be fooled. I keep hearing ego, like your own ego is going to seduce you. If you let your ego get to you, and take over, you're not going to have that opportunity for growth. So be wary of what your ego is saying to you. What kind of emotions are you having that is your ego? And then the bottom card is Elders. I want to make sure I save that. Elders. So this one is birth from the seed within the belly of the moon. There are the wise felt touches over our hearts and felt deep within our marrow of our spirit. This one just kind of really reminds me of like older practices. You know, a lot of this new age stuff isn't necessarily it. It's not by the book. You know, a lot of our elders didn't have all of these rules and regulations. They just worked off of intuition. What felt right to them, what no longer felt right to them. You know, focus on that and listen to your body, listen to your soul, your spirit, and kind of dive in a little bit to what your elders used to do. What kind of practices did your ancestors do, your lineage and stuff like that. Is there any more from Season of the Witch? Voices. With a tug at the gut, feel them romance your very breath. Listen to the gentle flickering within your eyes, for this is where they guide. That's part of that intuition again, you know, kind of validating what I just said on that last one. Listen to your intuition. What tugs at you? What doesn't tug at you? You know, I had learned this thing a long time ago, and this really reminds me of it. It's like, what does your body say? Listen to your body. Like, think about a certain situation that may not be serving your purpose anymore. Does your body kind of recoil from it? Does it kind of sway side to side? Or does your body like pull towards it? You know, like kind of focus on that. Listen to your body, because our bodies really do speak a lot for us. So I do have some ruins, and I don't use these very often, so I'm practicing. So I'm going to pull a couple out and see what they say. We got this one. And this one is Uras. I'm pretty bad at pronouncing these. I should probably learn that. But this is for like vitality, power, strength, energy, momentum. So it gives men masculinity and women fertility. And for both genders, it gives us confidence in our strengths and capabilities. It also helps maintain good physical shape and strength to resolve issues and become more independent. This is kind of going along with the moon, you know, releasing things, finding your strengths, creating your path, and having more independence. And let's see what else we get. this is the next one. Actually, yeah, that is the right way. This one is harvest, profits, natural flow, and change. This is going to help eliminate obstacles that prevent us from achieving results. So removing those obstacles, removing the ego, removing all of the things that no longer serve our highest purpose. And it's also going to help, by doing all of that, it's going to help attract the abundance, the things that we need to achieve our dreams. Help clearing out those fuzzy dreams and making them into reality. Becoming more clear on our intentions. I think that's all I have for today. I'm not really feeling any more energy from anything else. So today, I want you guys to just focus on reevaluating yourselves, reevaluating your situations, your emotions, your feelings, your jobs, your friendships, people who are around you, projects that you've been doing, reevaluating everything and finding what your next steps are, figuring out what dreams you actually want to approach and embark on. Making sure that you're doing it for yourself. Make sure that you yourself want to do it, that you are happy with it, that you are proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself. Don't let other people's negative thoughts or influences or what people may think or say affect you, because it doesn't really matter. It's what you want and what makes you happy. Let me know in the comments what you guys decided to do today as rituals. Today, I think I'm going to write down all of the stuff that no longer serves me, all of my emotional baggage, and I'm going to burn it. And I'm going to let the universe take it. So that's what I'm doing. Let me know what you do, and hope you guys have a beautiful full moon tonight.